What is up, everyone? Morning. I hope everyone's having a good morning. I guess I should show myself too so everyone knows. Hey! So if you didn't know, Blake is actually out sick. So I'm going to fix my camera. It's a little tilted. So it'll just be me this morning. So bear with me. And then let's get started. And if you have any questions that Justin... Amazon Prime Day. Yeah. If you have any questions that are city related, ask me. And if I don't know the answer, go ahead and shoot us a message and I'll get back to you from the page. I'm pretty good about, and when Blake's here, he is too, about messaging our directors right then to go ahead and get an answer for you. But we never want to just shoot an answer out. We always want to make sure that the answer we're giving is the most up to date and correct answer. So I'm going to fix my camera really quick. Morning, Crystal. Donna, Justin, everyone else who's watching. I know, Melissa. You know, I made that joke last week, and I feel kind of bad that he's not feeling good, so I hope he does feel better soon. I know he said this morning he was feeling a little bit better, but it's kind of one of those we're just waiting to see, you know, when he's feeling better, and we're hoping he comes back soon. And yes, Melissa is always a great source for information for us, and we love her, so... let's get started. So first up, we have all of our resources. So we've got the city website at weatherfordtx.gov. That's got all of your information for anything you need to know. I'm going to go ahead and make that so low so you guys can see it. It's got anything that you guys need to know about the city. You can pay your bills. You can see what pets are up for adoption. All of that good stuff, meeting agendas, the live streams from all of our city council meetings and all of our meetings, utility board meeting, all of them are on weatherfordtx.gov. Then we have our city-run tourism website, which is experienceweatherford.com. That's got businesses, what's going on around town. So if there's an event happening in the city limits, it's on there. And then we're working to get some live videos out of that. So hopefully we'll have some more content soon. And then our economic development website that businesses use when they're wanting to come here to learn more about Weatherford, which is chooseweatherford.com. And we have our downtown website, which is heritagesquareweatherford.com, which will keep you up to date on that project and what's going on there. Yes, happy Tuesday, everyone. My response to questions and comments might be a little bit slower, but we're rolling with it. Hi, Barbara. And that'll take us into the My Weatherford app. It is our weatherfordtx.gov, but mobile. It is literally the city at your fingertips. You don't even have to go to the website. You can go through our app and pay your utility bills, pay your traffic citations. You can put in ticket requests. So if there's potholes, if you think a street needs to be repaved, if there's an electric pole or power line down or blown transformer, woo, I got it. If there's a burst pipe, if there's anything like that, you can take pictures in real time, help be the eyes and ears for us out there, because there's probably already someone on it, but the city's growing, and with a growing population means that sometimes our response times might be a little bit slower. We do have really fast goals, but use the My Weatherford app to get there quicker, pay your utility bills, see what pets are up for adoption. I know some people that used that last week and the week before that. Went really easily for them, so check that out. And then with our experienceweatherford.com, we also have the Experience Weatherford mobile app. We have the historic walking driving tour of Weatherford, where it'll take you around and tell you when to turn left, when to turn right. It's pretty cool. I need to give it a test run someday, so we might actually do a live video on that, but don't quote me on that. You can book rooms. So if you have some family coming into town or have friends, they can book their reservations through all of our hotels and little bed and breakfasts. They can plan out an itinerary. If you live here in town, you can sort food by food options, by type of food, all of that good stuff. So you guys should check out experienceweatherford.com or the Experience Weatherford app. They are both free. So My Weatherford and Experience Weatherford are both free on both the Apple and Google Play. So why not use a resource that we've got out there for you guys? We've got some more exciting stuff coming for both apps, but you should download it anyway. And then I have pictures from the Peach Festival. So obviously most of the employees are pretty used to when they see me coming, they know that means there's probably going to be a video or pictures happen. So luckily for me, everyone who saw me was really happy, and they all said, "Hey, what's up?" And they all smiled. So I was actually able to, other direction, my bad, snap some pictures of them. And I mean, it's pretty fun. So we've got pictures of PD, we've got the sanitation guys, we've got code and fire. It was really fun to see everyone working together for such a big event that provides entertainment and a draw for tourism for not only our residents, but for people from a good distance. And the chamber always does a wonderful job with it. So I figured I'd throw some pictures of our employees that I ran into along the way. Not a ton of pictures, just some of them. But, and our animal shelter, I don't know if anyone's watching from there right now. I don't have exact numbers. I want to find out, and I will find out and let you guys know how many animals were actually adopted. I know by 9 o'clock they'd already had 2 animals adopted out, so it was a really good time for people to come and meet the animals, and they had pictures and information on more animals that were up for adoption at the shelter, so they were sending people that way too. I feel like it was a good day for everyone all around. And then we're going to go into our first rumor control. Okay, so because it is economic development, I get to do an extra fun spiel this week, and it is, if you see Jonathan run and hide. Jonathan loves to have his picture taken. No one let his comments fool you. He actually loves it. A 2-day event. Brad, that's a good idea. So, Papados is not coming to town. When it comes to economic development, the easiest thing for you to do is, if you're a resident and you're wanting a business to come to town, reach out to their corporate or their home base. So if it's a smaller location, like I know I have one later in the presentation, reach out to them, tell them there's a want here. If it's corporate, tell them that there's a want here. They'll check out Choose Weatherford. They'll come to our planning and zoning or economic development, and that's how they'll come here. If they see a want, they'll look into it. That's the best way. If you're wanting a business to come, you show them that there's a want and a need. Heck, if all of your friends and you are all wanting a business to come here, it doesn't hurt for all of you to reach out. We'll do our part when they come this way, but it helps them even look in our direction if they know that there's a want or a need here. So unfortunately, right now, there is no Papado. But I'm trying to put in more rumors that I hear. So I asked a while back if people would message the page or message me if they thought there was a business coming to town and I'd look into it for them. I got a lot of good feedback. So I have got a lot of new rumor control items to cover for you guys. So I'm really excited to share those in the coming weeks. And that'll take us into economic development. So our primary trade area is $190,000, and that's people that are shopping or doing business in Weatherford 1 to 3 times a week. And then our secondary trade area, which we have maps of both, is 360,000 population, and that's people that are shopping 1 to 2 times a week or a couple of days a month. Just a second, I'm going to read Scott's comment. I actually don't know anything about that, but I will look into it and ask around. Scott, and then I will get back to you. So I've got the primary trade area map here, and you can see that it's a pretty wide area, and that's for all of those people that are shopping 3 to 5 times a week here. And you can see that it goes to Loop 820 all the way past out towards Palo Pinto, and it goes way further south to actually the map is cut off here. And then our secondary trade area, which this is the people that are coming 1 to 2 times a month or a week or a few times a month. And you can see it actually stretches more into Fort Worth and further south, as far south as Stephenville. And it goes a little bit further north in the primary trade area, and it definitely goes more west than our primary trade area. So what does that mean? That is just the number of people that are shopping here. So that's something that you take into account when businesses are coming and with all of our growth. And speaking of growth, rumor control. White Castle, no White Castle at this time. We're really hoping someday, but not right now. Again, if that's a business you guys are wanting to see, reach out to them, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So planning and zoning. Guys, we've been talking about the Victron convenience store, which is also where Go Loco Tacos. Got it that time. They are waiting on construction to begin. I actually went and took a picture of their site, and so I have that a little bit later in the slideshow. The Wash House, which is going to be on Santa Fe, where First National Bank is, the cup and plans were approved, and construction is progressing. I didn't go get a picture of that today. I'm hoping to get a picture for the next economic development show. Grand Adventures project is progressing. I got some pictures today for you guys. And they had some more permits issued. Blue Beacon, which is a truck wash, cup was approved and plans are being reviewed. So we'll let you guys know as soon as anything changes there. And then that'll take us into building and permits. So Beef Masters, which is a steakhouse, we've been talking about it for a little while. It's 501 North Main, permits issued earlier in May. I don't remember if I put pictures in. I know I took pictures this morning, but it was kind of hard to see in there, and I didn't actually have time to go in and take pictures. So we'll try to keep you guys updated on that one. Blue Stripe Oil and Lube, which is on South Main. Permit application was submitted and is in the review process. And HTO, which is right off of South Main, down from where Whataburger and Fuzzies are in the gym. Anytime Fitness is. The old building has been demolished. Permit application for new building has been submitted and is in the review process. So if you don't know what HTO is, check them out online. It's like a coffee shop except tea specializing. So we're pretty excited to have some more diverse things come to town. Martin Drive Medical Center, which is on Martin Drive, the permits were issued. And then Pilot Wendy's, same location. Remodel is still in progress. I'm hoping to go by sometime soon and get some updated pictures for you guys. We're kind of just rolling with it at that point. And then Tropical Smoothie Cafe is open today. I actually have a picture of driving by, and I went to their Facebook and I pulled off a picture. It looks like they have wraps and all types of fun stuff, but they're open, so you guys go check them out. And then an extra note from Development and Neighborhood Services. They do have mosquito dunks available at Old City Hall, which is 119 Palo Pinto Street, for city residents. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and you do have to bring a proof of residency and a photo ID. So you guys swing in, say hi, get your mosquito dunks, which are like little donuts that you put in standing water. It doesn't fully prevent mosquitoes, but it helps bring the number of mosquitoes down. So why not use the resource if it's there? I know that mosquitoes and flies are really high, especially this time of year. So you guys should check it out. And then, yeah, we'll keep going with the show. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, it might be a delayed reaction today, but I am trying to follow it best I can. Am I going to get smoothies and deliver them to different departments? No, Justin, I am not. I think you should just go ahead and bring me some smoothies. But, I mean, that's just me. So some other projects from Development and Neighborhood Services, I talked to them about this. There's the corridor cleanup, and it's along North and South Main Streets. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. We just didn't have an actual slide for it, and I decided to go ahead and put a slide in. It's going to be on North and South Main, Palo Pinto, and Fort Worth Highway. It's really to focus on like rubbish and garbage, unlawful accumulation, high weeds and grass, the outside storage, flag and banner signs, illegal temporary signs, parking on unimproved surfaces. But honestly, we're just trying to keep Weatherford beautiful. We want to keep tourism going. We want to make it a beautiful place for everyone to live, work, and play. So that's a big part of the corridor cleanup. It is expected to continue through the rest of 2019 and expand into 2020. We'll give you guys more details as it goes, but we wanted to throw that your way. Just another project we have going on to make Weatherford beautiful. So this is actually, it's fuzzy because it was from a distance and I was not in the correct lane to get this picture of Go Loco Tacos, where it's going to be off of Rick Williamson and 180. We've had a lot of questions about exactly what corner it is. And I think that's for people who might not drive by it every day. So I figured I'd run out there and grab a picture. So this is where they'll be going in, the Victron and Go Loco Tacos. Super excited to see them come to town. And then I've got pictures of Grand Adventures and the building that is up, which should be the main building, and some of the dirt progress happening behind. And what you can't see, and I couldn't get a good picture from the middle lane, but I was not going to stand in the middle of the road to take a picture, is behind it you can see some more dirt progress happening kind of down the road. So we're kind of excited to see what they'll bring to town and some of the new experiences for all of our residents. And then Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Like I said, it is open today. You guys should check them out. It is in the same shopping center as Rio Mambo and Sunny Street Cafe, Rival Sign Company. You guys check them out. On their website, they had wraps, they had sandwiches, they had flatbreads, they had salads, they have smoothies, they have all kinds of drinks. So you guys check them out. This is a watermelon mojito smoothie paired with a barbecue chicken flatbread. I was making myself hungry looking it up, so I was not going to put more pictures, but you guys should check them out. It's another business coming to town. Like we said, we love to see economic development and growth. Heath, I do. There are a lot of regulations, and you have to have a pilot's license. And there's certain regulations over where you can and cannot fly a drone. So for us, it's just easier to just take pictures as we go by. Usually it's not super bad, as long as you're not doing drive-bys, aka driving while taking pictures. No, Jonathan, I would never. Hey, I would never drive and take pictures. And our fire marshal would not be behind me in traffic this morning watching as I took a picture. Honestly, this is the only one I actually took while still moving, because usually it backs up and I would be stopped right about there when I go by. Didn't happen today, so I kind of rolled with it and just took pictures as I went. So I tried to pick the best picture I had. Usually I can pull over or pull into the parking lot. Just didn't really work out for Tropical Smoothie. Sorry, guys. But I do what I can. Yeah, it does look yummy. Debbie, yeah, we'll pass that on to the chamber, because the Peach Festival is actually a chamber run of it, but we can pass that feedback on to them to have a street dance and dinner. Oh, see? Those are all great ideas. But yeah, Debbie, if you want to reach out to the chamber actually and let them know that you think that's a good idea. It is a chamber run event. We love to work with them on it. It does bring a lot of tourism to town and they do a good job. But if you have feedback like that, go ahead and pass it on to them. Justin, you know what? I do it for the live, okay? And then rumor control. Okay, so I love Heim. I'll admit it. Used to eat there when I was working in Fort Worth, but it is also another rumor that I heard. Like we said earlier in the show, in case you tuned in later or you're new to the show, if there's a business you want to see come to town, the best thing you can do is actually reach out to them directly or to their corporate offices to have them come here. We'd love to see someone like Heim or really any other businesses come into town and bring some more variety and different options for our residents. But at this time, we don't have Heim Barbecue coming to Weatherford. And then I have a map of our current non-residential projects coming to town. Like I've said a few times today, Weatherford is growing. So with growth, you're going to need non-residential projects to come in. And you can actually, it's really small on the chart, but we have like, over here is Victron Convenience Store and Go Loco's Tacos. HTO is on here, Grand Adventure, and these are just some of the projects going on around town that are, like I said, they're the non-residential projects. And of course, when you grow non-residential wise, you're going to grow residential projects as well. So here are some of our current residential projects and developments underway in and around Weatherford, just to show how much Weatherford is growing. Spoiler alert. That, you know what, Jonathan? I might just take you up on that. By the way, guys, you guys check out either tomorrow or next Wednesday and see who our employee highlights are. We'd like to give a little shout out to all of our employees. So you guys should definitely stay in tune this week and next week as to who our employees are. I want you to tune in every week, but just a little spoiler action right there. But I, you know what? We might look into changing some of them to spoiler alerts. And then that is the end of our show. So this is City Hall. This is where I'm located, and Blake is when he is not out of commission for a couple of days. You guys ever have questions, stop by. This is also where you come to pay your utility bills or set up your utility. It's where you come for the municipal court. It's very cool, Jonathan. So you guys stop by. This is also where all of our city hall meetings take place, or city council meetings. So those are free and open to the public, and so are our like utility board meetings. You guys come out. If you can't join us in person here at City Hall, then check out our live stream of all of those meetings. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Like, go ahead and post them in the comments, even if we're not live anymore, and I'll try to get to them. I hope I got to everyone's questions. I think there was only one question I didn't get to, and I'll try to get back to that. I'll try to get back with you, R. Scott. I'll look into it. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday.